Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builders Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Global Door TC600 series door closer. This closer specifically is their 611 model, and we'll get to what that means in a moment. But first, we'll take a tour of the individual components and talk along the way. This is the business end of the TC600 or 611 door closer, and is shown in the aluminum finish. This is the body, the door closer body. This is a grade 1 door closer. That means that you get with this closer the highest rating that is applied to a door closer, meaning that it has been tested and seen to meet or exceed the million cycle sort of duty rating for a door closer, which is substantial. I'm partial to this door closer because while it has a unique footprint, it's grade 1, heavy duty, it's relatively inexpensive. It's attractive, okay? It's a bit wider, more elongated than a standard closer, a bit more modern in the look. The footprint, I said, was unique to this. The center to center of the screw holes is what I'm referring to. With this door closer body, and by the way, this weighs about 7.5 pounds, it's 11 3/32 of an inch center to center. So let's just say 11 1/8, very close, center to center, and then 3/4 inch vertically. So keep that in mind if you are installing these in a new installation. You will find it. I think impossible to find a closer that meets this exact footprint. It wouldn't be a more generic 9 3/16, 9 1/8, 9 1/4 inch sort of footprint that you'll see in a lot of size 4 or handicap compliant door closers. So this is a little bit longer, but for someone who wants something that's grade 1 and a bit more modern look, it's a great option. Okay, obviously shown in the aluminum finish, available in several different finishes: dark bronze, gold, some plated finishes like brass and satin chrome. Okay, this is UL 10C compliant, meaning that this is listed to be installed on those doors that are rated positive pressure, which is a reference to conditions by which a door unit is tested, which is supposed to mimic actual conditions in a fire better. Aluminum alloy shell, this is called. It's non-handed, can certainly be reversed. This is a full cover model. You're going to get a plastic cover that's going to conceal the closer body completely, and that's very typical to have installed. These covers are available separately. Should you find that one has gone missing, you can buy those on their own. This is an adjustable size door closer, size 2 to 6. So the 611 means that it is an adjustable closer, so that you can turn up the spring power in direct relationship or turn it down based on the door size, weight, conditions, things of that nature. Three independent regulating valves. And here's what that means. 3 valves. You've got BC, then you've got 180 degree to 15, and then 15 to 0. So 15 to 0, 15 to 180 degree, and then back check, BC. So 3 valves. 0 to 15 is in reference to the degree of opening. That is called the latching valve. The 15 to 180, that's called the sweep valve. Then your back check is out about 100 degree, okay, and then beyond. So here's what it is. You can control the latch, you can control the sweep, and you can control the back check independently. Back check is a reference to the ability of a door closer to control itself in the following application. Back check is for this. You get a door, exterior, outswing, door gets open to 90 degrees and the wind catches it. And then it starts to really push it forward, push it open, potential damage, things of that nature. The back check is intended to help arrest that door getting pushed out significantly beyond control. It's not a dead stop, but it's there to help arrest it, slow it down. The 15 degree to 180, that's called the sweep again. You can control that valve independently, and then your latch. So you might have a condition where it's windy. You're going to set your back check so that it really arrests well. Then you might want your sweep to be slowed down because you might have someone with in a handicap situation that needs to get through the opening, so you want to slow that down, or the opposite where you'll speed it up. You might have a condition by which it's known to be windy at the opening, so you might need to open up the latch valve a little bit to get the door to click, move a little bit faster in that last 15 degree. Or it may be the opposite condition. You really want to slow it down so that you really don't hear the door close at all. The nice thing about the 611, the TC611, is that you can control all of that. You can leave it right in the median of all of the settings, but you can get in and tailor it. So it's a very capable door closer. Tri-packed. Tri-packed is the next thing to discuss about this. That means that this door closer can be installed in any one of three ways. You've got a regular arm mount, which is the closer body is on the door and it's installed on the pull side. You've got the where it would primarily be an in-swing application. Then you've got an application where the door swings away from you generally, and the closer body is installed on the push side of the door. The first one, and less common, is the top jam, where the closer body is mounted to the header of the frame, the arm to the face of the door. Or there's the same push side application where the body is on the face of the door itself, and then you would employ the parallel arm bracket. Okay, so this closer can go any of the three ways, and those are the three ways. Getting into applications different than this probably will call for a different door closer altogether. Here's another reason why this closer is really worth considering. It's the warranty. There's a published 15-year warranty on this door closer, so for a great price, you're getting a grade 1 closer with an incredible warranty. Okay, that's something to consider. In summary, it's an economically priced full cover closer. It's full cover too. Recommended for use on commercial, architectural, institutional applications. Ideal for businesses, new construction, renovations. This would be great for it's uncommon, but this would be a great closer to consider for a garage door in a home where you want that garage door to close behind you. You don't want spring hinges. You want the door to close always. You can control this so that it works really nice with your application. Fully compliant with opening force requirements for ADA. This is an ADA compliant closer. The amount of pound pressure for ADA is about 7 pounds, 7.5 pounds. This closer is compliant, or that it is suitable for a listed handicap compliant doorway, giving a reduced opening force, okay, for a handicap application. Available in several finishes, as we had said before. Now, there is a link below this video to the installation instructions, and they're, of course, going to come with the door closer. I've installed lots of closers. If you have a specific question about the installation, feel free to reach out to us. But the balance of this video will be just to touch on the important parts of installing a door closer that in my experience has taught me to pay most attention to. First of all, the location of the door closer body on the door or on the frame is always referenced from the center line of the hinge. It's just how it is, and it's how it is because that's the vertical axis of pivoting, and that geometry of the door closer needs to match up based on the degree of opening. So how far over the closer body is from the vertical axis of pivoting is directly related to the degree of opening. You might want the closer to not open past 110 degrees. You can template the unit for that. Well, it's listed 120 degrees. You might say, I need the door closer to go to 180 degrees, and it will do that. It will take and go all the way back around. You might have an application by which you have fire-rated doors in a hospital. The doors need to swing all the way out and open, and they're going to be held open by electromagnets that are connected to the fire alarm panel. So templating it for 180 degrees is required. That is referenced again off the vertical axis of pivoting. Whether it's the regular arm mount, the top jam mount, or the parallel arm mount, they're always going to be referencing that vertical axis of pivoting here. Okay, so those first holes are referenced from the vertical axis of pivoting. That's crucial. So you're going to look at you're first going to determine your installation. Regular arm, top jam, or parallel arm, flip to that page immediately. Okay, so backing up, there's 4 pages on these installation instructions. One for each of the 3 mounting, then summary. Okay, flip immediately to your method. If it's an exterior door, you're probably going to go with a parallel arm mount. That's most common. If it's an interior door, put the door closer body on the pull side, provided that there's no reason you can't. Meaning, a reason you might not be able to is you might have a door that opens up to 90 degrees and there's a perpendicular wall. Well, if you mount that in a regular arm, that body might crush or hit the wall, the perpendicular wall. That would be an application to put it on the push side. Vertical axis of pivoting for your first set of holes, your first marker, once you've determined your method of installation. The other tip that I'd like to give, once you know how far over it's going to be, then you're going to reference the rest of your holes for the body, but you're going to reference the rest of the holes for the arm or the parallel arm bracket. Getting it correct vertically is crucial. Getting it correct off the hinge, center of the vertical axis of pivoting, in my opinion, less crucial. But that vertical number is very crucial because you're going to have this arm. I don't know if I showed you this. This is the arm, by the way. You're going to have this arm passing very close to itself. And you don't want a situation by which you're off even a small amount, and you'll have conflict between either the top of the door and the arm, or the forearm and the top of the door, or the forearm and the main arm touching each other. So not to overdo the point that the dimension has to be accurate, because that's just part and parcel of installing hardware, but it needs to be accurate. So what I like to do is lay out all of my holes. I like to do a reality check on it, measure twice, cut once, come with a center punch, mark all my holes, and then pre-drill. And then the center punch is really the secret weapon in terms of getting those holes drilled correctly. Without a center punch, that drill bit has a tendency to walk a little bit before it pierces through. The center punch allows me to not be off a 16th here and a 16th here and a 16th here. All those 16ths will add up is the problem. The last page after you get it installed basically gives logic by which to adjust your valves. Okay, you'll want to read that. You want to review that. You're going to want to make an adjustment. One turn, open the door, cycle it a couple of times, have it readjusted. You never want to turn those screws out, the adjusting valves. The fluid will escape and the closer will have to be replaced at that point. So be cautious of that. One nice thing that's included is the Allen key for doing that. Bag of screws for everything are included, both metal, machine thread, and wood thread. What's not included, which probably the only thing that would keep this from being a superb closer in every respect, would be sex bolts. Sex bolts are crucial. If you've got a metal door that's not reinforced, or you've got an application where you're not going to drill and tap, get the sex bolts immediately. There's a link below this video where you can pick those up as well. Global Door is a very responsive, tight little company that focuses on, not little, but certainly not little, meaning a footprint where they focus on a specific set of hardware. That material they do very well. Their inventory is generally very good in instances like this. And I personally wouldn't hesitate to use any of their products. I've been selling their closers for a very long time to, subcontractors who install door hardware, and they've come to rely on the performance, and they've come to rely on the fact that, you get great value for the dollar. Anyway, if you have any questions on the Global Door TC600 series surface mount door closer or any other Global Door product, please feel free to reach out to us.